Hey gang, we're in here. Welcome on back to the Cade as we are carrying on with our playthrough of Super Robot Wars Alpha Gaiden for the PS1 from 2001. Last episode was a little bit longer than I planned, and mainly it was we had to defend our new find of the Rock Island capital ship, and also, as we found out, the GP-02 Gundam from 0083 Stardust Memory, which we were able to salvage, and we were able to keep from getting hijacked again, but we were not able to use it in our army again, because apparently whoever was the design this game decided that that's one thing that we cannot use either until the very, very end of the game or not at all. The GP-02 Gundam is just one that they decided is off limits. But we did manage to find two brand new toys that we get to play with. We get the Zeta 2 Gundam, which we have now swapped one of our backup pilots, Keith, into that fine mech. And I'm really looking to see what it can do. And we also got one called the Sazabi, which I need to find here. Where is it? And looks like we got back the Gundam Wing, which we now have. We have the Gundam X, we've got the Airmaster back. So we've got quite a lot of stuff here at our disposal. We also have Sidebuster, we have Diablo. We've got both our Blue Guards, we've got Raideen back. So we've got a really full complement worth of stuff that we can take out. So this is the Sazabi. And I did boost up its specs a bit along with the Z2. Because I figure if these are going to be new toys we're going to be utilizing, then I want to take advantage of them. So we didn't get very much in the way of parts, but I did deck out the Z2 Gundam in hybrid armor to boost its HP and armor class. And also gave it Harry's Glasses, which was a special item we picked up last episode that gives him a 50% hit rate to all weapons, which means he's not gonna miss with anything. He should be able, if he whiffs on anything, I will be stunned, and hopefully we'll be able to get him to put him to the test in this next episode. Now, the one thing that does irk me about this game is that when we get shiny new toys like that, the chances that we can use it right away doesn't always pan out, because on every deployment that we get, we only get a finite number of mechs to send out. So if I remember right, in the last one, we had 12 that we could use. Now 12 was a perfectly reasonable number. We sent out all of our best hitters and were able to pretty much tear through everything we needed to. We did not take down the boss mechs in that scenario because the Snow Brothers showed up again. We would have gotten some really good items if we'd taken them on, but we didn't have the ability to do so. It was either we stopped the GP-02 from getting salvaged or from getting stolen, or we take on the Snow Brothers. We opted to obviously keep the GP-02 on our side, and I'm fine with that. We'll have our chance to take them down as we go, and really getting more specialty parts for the mechs, while it's nice, it is one where we are hitting a limit on what we can attach to everything. So now the question will be, in this scenario, how many mechs can we send out into the fray? Because like I said, I want to try out the Zeta 2 and I want to try out the Sazabi, but we're going to have a whole lot more Gundams at our disposal. We've got both Combattler and Voltes. We've got the GX. We've got the Turn A Gundam. We've got both Messengers. We've got Getter. So it is one where we have a surplus of virtues. We also have Raideen, which we can send out too. It's all going to be a matter of what will they allow us to put on the board to take on whatever we're going to have to fight in this scenario. Afraid that your contact with that artificial new type, Karis Nautilus, would have taken a toll on you, but There doesn't seem to be any particular problems. You can tell that to Garrett too. He's waiting in the hallway outside. Certainly does look the part, but that's no reason to. Tex, don't you feel something strange about all this? Well, yeah, especially considering, as we know, they did swap. So, Diana is Cahel, and Cahel is Diana. Finkel is Einhorn. So the White Doll possesses the same self-repair ability as a lot of the Moon race suits. Nanotechnology isn't being put to full use there either. Either civilization has regressed over a long period of time or been reset. So did the shockwave really hit the Earth due to Project Aegis failing? Judging from the fact that the microwave transmission facility is intact and that's even being used for the satellite cannon, I think we can safely assume that they pressed ahead with Project Aegis regardless. It's also been caused by aliens or the underground forces invading, but it's certain that some major disaster occurred on Earth's surface in the past. You think? It's an entirely different world than when we left, when we were defending the SDF-1. What, almost, I think, what, about 7 to 10 episodes ago now? It's hard to keep track with how many episodes of these I record at once, because I usually try to record between 4 and 8 in one go, which is a lot of recording time. I'm not complaining about it, but it is putting these series together, and you ask anybody else who does this in their spare time or does it for a living, it's labor intensive. Going back in time is impossible in theory. All we can do is keep living in this time. It's all the more reason then that we shouldn't involve ourselves with this world anymore when we have to. Oh, now we got the butterfly effect in full play. No, Lieutenant, I've begun to think about that lately, that whatever reason we're here, there are things we should do and we should do them. We gotta develop a situation. 50 kilometers to the northwest of here, carbon dioxide levels in the area are skyrocketing. Carbon dioxide? Nani? All this fuss over increasing carbon dioxide? It's not natural. No volcanic activity. And a forest popped up out of nowhere. Due to the atmospheric changes, all pilots in non-airtight machines, be sure to put on your protective suits. So, Mission 21, the surface is in my hands. We've already got one crate there that we can pick up. Alright, so we get one unit to launch, and because we're moving over air, we should probably send out the Argama. Now, question is, how many units we can send? 12. Okay, so I want the Z2 first. I want the Suzabi. I want Messenger. Oh, we get the White Arc too. Okay, the White Arc's going to be helpful. I want the Turn A. I want Venus. Sidebuster. So we have too much stuff. Because now with Wing Zero... with the V-Dash Gundam we haven't used in a while, and with Garrett and the Gundam X. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to back off on the turn A. Because what I should do with this mission is I should take advantage of stuff that I have not used in a while. Now, the Gundam Wing is actually in pretty good shape. The Leopard, I've got Emma in the Regi Z. Got the V-Dash Gundam. Got Fawn the Methus. Alright, we'll do this. First a future world, then a prehistoric one. What the hell's going on? If it's prehistoric, then that means we have Mechasaurus coming. And that's what's got Ryoma spooked. Sure enough. And there's Bat. Yep, Dinosaur Empire. Same one that showed up during the Bomber War? Yep. Which means we got the Mechasaurs to deal with. We're just here to make your life really unpleasant. It didn't show when we were here before, when they invaded the surface before. Well, we're here now. He must know something we don't about about the history that's transpired. And I have no time for such trivialities. Let's go kick his butt. We've had countermeasures to deal with the Getter for a long time. Which means he just completely fried Getter Robo G. Alters Getter rays into radiation harmful to humans. Not good! So now I gotta drop the Getter reactor down to nil. Just what I wanted you to do after getting exposed. Now you can't split, combine, or use your killing Getter beam. Alright, so Rio is in a world of hurt at the moment. You can't use the getter beam. Can't move. I can still use the laser cannon. But I also need to heal up. And in the meantime, I should send out these guys to start dealing with them. So I got a crate here. None over there. There's one there on that piece of dirt. And that's all of them. Okay. Now these fighters should not put up much resistance, because that's basically what they are. And having Wing Gundam here is going to be nice, because that will allow me to potentially utilize a map attack and really torch these guys. Got the Combattler and Voltes 5 out here, so those brothers out, that'll help. And having the White Arc, and then I can convert him. Alright, and Getter can't move, like we said. So, now the question is, who's going to do what? Alright, the cannon does a bit of damage, not a ton. Oof. Okay, so I can't really let him take too much. Alright. So we haven't seen the Dino Jets before, but... And we haven't seen Wing Gundam in a while. So like I said, these guys shouldn't put up too much trouble because they're quite literally fighter planes. And I don't think they'll offer much in the way of overall damage. Alright, I don't want to utilize the entire amount of energy that Wing has. So if I expend the entire Twin Buster Rifle now, then he will have nothing left to be able to take on Bat and help whittle him down. And I need that. Alright, I need him to be able to evade. Ooh, not good. She's almost dead. Don't hit. Ah! I debated putting her in the Z2. Which I realized, oh no, the Z2 is right here. All right, let's see what this thing does. Oh, he whiffed. Oh, that's not good. That's even with 50% hit potential. Alright, see if the Sazabi does any better, and it did. And a supplemental attack, that whiffed. Alright, so the Re-GZ is now in Gundam form. Lobbeth thy holy hand grenade of Antioch at it, which being naughty in my sight shall snuff it. %. That should square it away. Ooh, although Uzo got hit as well. Not good. Alright, take him out. %, you're going goodbye. Definitely torching you. Ginsu, that big old turkey. Not yet. Yeah, I whiffed at 37. Was afraid of that. Koji hit him? Nope. Alright, patch her up. You go, Squish. %, can I hit it? Yeah, I can. Cool. Alright, so because Ryoma still can't move, and I know Bat's gonna attack first. Have him evade the most destructive attack first. And then defend the rest of the way. Because then I can bring Psybuster and Great Messenger over to help him out. He's gonna need it here in a minute, because he is getting pounded. Out. Ooh, and Great Master got Valor. Awesome. Means I can double up his attack power on one shot. That'll be helpful here in a minute. And he got Valor. Even better. Well, damn, I didn't get a chance to actually take him on. And I didn't get a chance to pick up everything else. I thought I was going to have a chance to square things away with Bat, and I didn't. Now, who's this? So the Dinosaur Empire's revival has begun. Then they have but one goal. Okay, that is not a good sign. Machine cells are set. Now this area should gradually mend. Suppose we'll have to contact the Irregulars and request their aid. As Mag has said, they exist to save this planet. So Emperor Gore is back. I'm successfully carried out, but we encountered an unexpected foe. You sent me out there knowing that? Yep, that's why I gave it to you. despicable messengers that once drove us into the magma. I'm gonna laugh hearing that. It's funny because in the original Getter Robo, they do fight the Mechasaurus and the Dinosaur Empire, but then they defeat them at the cost of Musashi and the original Getter Robo, Getter 1. And then Getter Robo G comes along and they have to fight what was called the Hayaki Empire, or at least in the Americanized version of it, called the Pandemonium Empire in Getter Robo G. Meanwhile, Garrett's stirring the pot again. We've come here from the past. I knew it. Does that explain things adequately enough to you, punk? And now the baddies we were fighting back then, they're here now. So we can either keep squabbling about this, or you can help us deal with it. We can go back to our own time frame and hopefully get this all sorted out. What do you say? Savvy? Yeah, we would have been toast. Quite literally, because you compulsively ran in there. And you should have known better, Ryoma, because you've been doing this for a long time. Now there's a clear threat to people on both the moon and the Earth. I can't delay it any longer. And I know who you are now. Uso did what? That little... Let's stick Benkei on him. Use him as a softball bat. Meet with Arthur Rank, leader of the Innocent, and conduct peaceful negotiations between the Moon Race and the Innocent. Whoever has inherited that name would surely understand my thinking. Alright, well that takes us to the break, and that didn't go as I had hoped. Because having Getter get knocked out like it did, and then having taken out all the secondary forces and not sending people to go fight back. I am following a little bit of a note sheet on this, but I'm only kind of keeping an eye on what absolutely everything is going on with it. But that I should have gone up and fought him because I would have gotten quite a bit, and I should have gotten those containers. Because I would have gotten 15,000 credits and some blue stones, and if we'd beaten Bat, we would have gotten a massive armor boost that would have really helped us out going forward in the game. That now we don't have that, which sucks. But be that as it may, we are now through episode 21, and now we will move on to mission 22. Once I sort out how we're going to allocate funds and do our usual upgrades. So, hope you tune back in, and if you've been enjoying the content on the channel so far, you know how to show it at this point. Also, be sure to follow us on social media through Instagram and Threads at Ronan's Retrocade. Helps spread the word about us as we continue to grow this channel, make it better and bigger and better. We are on the cusp of finally hitting 200 subscribers, which I know in YouTube parlance means it's less than a drop in the bucket, but we started this channel, like we've been saying all along, just because we love video games. We want to be able to show them off. It was never having this goal of being the biggest gaming channel on YouTube, nor do I ever think we're going to get there. But how else do you start building a following? You do it by posting content. We're now also closing in on 400 videos on this channel since we started 3 years ago. So this is how every content creator goes this way. You start small, you make a lot of content, and then hopefully it catches on with enough people. So we're not taking anything for granted. We're not doing anything different than anybody else. So we appreciate everybody who has hit that subscribe button to this point, and hopefully we will continue to see those numbers grow the further along we go in developing this channel. My name is Ron. It's been great to spend this episode with you. Be safe, be well, happy gaming. We'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.